I remember when I first started getting attacked, going through the changes and going through the ups and downs. I was worried about opinions of other people. Remember, the opinions of other people will keep you suppressed and oppressed. The moment that you stop worrying about what they think, how they think, and what they do, this means that sometimes you're going to be teased. That those are your bruisers. They feel victorious doing these type of activities or whatever the case may be. Sometimes negative statements are made. Sometimes people are doing things or whatever. I'm never telling anyone to take the victimization. If you want to punch them and sock them in the mouth to shut them up, hey, by all means do so. You know, honestly, I am a believer in God, but I don't believe that God's people are timid. I don't believe that God's people are the type of people that's just going to be accepting of abuse. I don't believe Jesus' people are just the type of people that's accepting of abuse. I mean, even Jesus gave his disciples orders. He said, "When I am no longer with you, make sure that you have your sword and shield with you." Sword and shield was not a metaphoric for basically saying, look, keep your Bible and guard yourself. No, your sword and shield was your sword and shield. If I told you to guard yourself, it means to guard yourself. So what this means is that you cannot sit up there and pretty much accept the abuse or pretend to be timid with the abusers, knowing that the state that you're in isn't going to get any better. So don't think that because you are a religious believer, yes, God did say, Jesus did say, if they smack you on your right cheek, turn to them your left cheek. But at the same time, that's two cheeks that you have. After those two cheeks, enough is enough, and not to continue to allow certain things to progress. Not even to allow it to progress so much that they slap you on your right cheek because for some weird reason, some of this stuff has been changed. Don't let it progress to that level where they get the opportunity to slap you. Nip it in the butt before they slap you to make sure that the slap never happens. But just in case it do, don't disregard it. That's something that I'm gonna honestly tell you because I am so sick and tired of seeing meek and humble people go through victimizing states because the other person want to be aggressor or be dominant or be dominating. I'm a true believer that people that are really dominant, they don't use a lot of force. They don't use manipulation devices or tactics. They dominate merely by just basically God just putting them in the right place, or just them pretty much this is where you're supposed to be, and they dominate in that manner or whatever. They don't have to do that extra or whatever, or go through the extra hoo ha to be at a certain level. You're already at that level. You know, you don't have to go through the extra. But what my advice is like when you are finding yourself and you're on the breaking edge of just doing you, there are those, how can I put it, those backtracking moments, those moments where you don't know what it is, but you're just trying to fit in. Remember, you don't fit in. It's nothing wrong with not fitting in to everybody's quote of you or what you are about, because they probably won't even understand you to begin with. Your ways are not their ways. So you're going to go through that. That's the reason why you have to surround yourself around people that you're equally yoked with, same personality, same everything, um, decision making, same everything. And if you can't find those people, that just means at that point you're meant to be a loner. You're not meant to fit into the crowd. If you can't get in a relationship with someone that's worth being in a relationship with, that just means that basically you're not meant to date right now. Just focus on you. I mean, there is no one greater than you. I always tell people this. You will meet a million people every day, but none of those people can light a candle to you unless you allow their light to outshine your light. Um, we're put into this situation where we look at celebrities as being perfect. We look at people of high authority as being perfect, and they're not. Most of the time, when you're seeking answers and you go to people and you're seeking answers, you're right. You don't really get the answers that you want. You don't really get that solution. You want when you want answers and you want a solution. I don't want to go to a person and they're sitting there, they're looking at me, they're being quiet. You don't want to really tell me. So a lot of times what you're seeing on this channel is you're seeing me try to give you ways to combat some of the madness, trying to give you your own voice and your own answers, because a lot of times you already have the answers. It's just hidden from you, been erased from your mind, or whatever the case may be. And this is just ways to refresh that memory. Or if you don't know, we don't have all the answers. This is what this channel is about, just like giving you proper guidance, and the proper answers. A lot of times, something that I do notice that is done, the moment you combat something or in an aggressive way, you deal with something, a person can be beating on you all day. They never do nothing to them. The moment that you conquer over them and you beat them down, that's when they want to do an action against you or want to pretty much take you through. Remember, don't even worry about it. I can tell you from personal experience, I worked at a prison, and I can remember clearly the prison gates disappearing in front of me. When I say they disappeared, and all I remember is me falling unconscious. So don't worry about the gates. They will disappear. Don't worry about the barriers. They will disappear. And this was a real life event. This is something that really took place with me where there was no more walls, no more gates, no more nothing. I was on another journey. So don't let people sit up there and box you in or feel like when you did avenge yourself that pretty much you put yourself in a worse situation. Don't feel like that, because I can tell you from personal experience, when they say God freed John and all the doors open for him, that can actually take place. I have witnessed that in my everyday life, where I didn't see gates. I didn't see certain things. God was just doing a whole nother work, a whole nother thing with me. And when he's doing these types of work, and when certain things are going on, and sometimes it's not even God, it's just people trying to take advantage. Sometimes it's other things, and it's just an intervention that you, or because God doesn't really test you, but people will. They're testing you, or whatever the case may be. Remember, you are great. Greater is what is in you. So there's going to be times when there's going to be gates, there's going to be walls, there's going to be barriers, and all of a sudden those barriers are going to fall. Those barriers are going to fall, and just let's hope that you're still standing when they do fall, because when mine fell, I felt with it. But hopefully you're still standing when they do fall, remember, if this channel is for answers or whatever the case may be, I'm gonna soon. I will definitely put my email in the subscription. I'm gonna so that people can reach me. I'm gonna start doing that with every video and everything. If you have questions, if you having problems, don't be afraid to reach out to me. I'm very open hearted and everything. I will definitely start definitely doing a different number for calls where you guys can call me and we can talk about your problems. We can talk about whatever you're going through. It's hard to get answers nowadays from people, especially when you're going through it and you really want the truth. You don't want to be lied to. That's when it becomes hard because you're gonna go to the church. The people at the church know what's going on. They're sitting there quiet. You're gonna go to all these different places and find that there was no rest for you, and that's not something that should be for you. That's something that should be for something demonic. So if I can give you rest, peace, or inspire you in any way, hopefully God bless me with the right words and wisdom to give to you so that you can carry forth, or at least my experience and testimonies can help you through your day. Have a good one.